Hi and welcome to Outdoor World Direct. Today we're going to take a look at the Coleman Journeymaster Deluxe drive-away awning. This is the mid-size, so the M. So there's three sizes in it, the M, the L and the XL. Today we're looking at the M. Now this is a freestanding awning and it's designed for camper vans between 180 to 210 centimetres in height. So that's typically something like a Volkswagen Transporter. With it being freestanding, this means it can be connected to the camper van and disconnected from the camper van, and it will stand alone. It's not relying on the van for its structure, which means you can take the van off site for the day, roll away the connecting panel behind me, and then drive off site for the day and enjoy your day, and then come back and simply reattach it at the end of the day without having to repitch the awning. So the Journeymaster range, it sits sideways on or parallel to the camper van. So your camper van is going to sit parallel to where I'm standing now. It's going to be to my right hand side and it's going to face exactly the same way. And you're going to get into your camper van by going through the door behind me and into the connecting panel. Now, ideally what you want your habitation door to be on the UK passenger side. That's so that the awning is facing the same way as the front of the vehicle. If your habitation door is on the driver's side, what you're going to find is that the awning is facing the wrong way around. So it's just something to bear in mind. It's really ideal for something like a VW Transporter where the door for the habitation is on the passenger side. The Journeymaster series has some really nice features. First of all, the fabric is a 150 denier, so I would call it like a mid-level awning. With fabrics, you've usually got an entry, a mid and a top end. So something like a 150 denier is a nice middle weight fabric. It's not too lightweight, so it's going to be robust to the elements, but it's not too heavy on the flip side, so it's nice and portable for touring camping. It's also further backed up by a 6,000mm hydrostatic head, which is a really effective waterproof column. So that's a really waterproof product basically. The awning weighs 22.4 kilograms, which means it's still an ideal size for touring purposes. The pack size is also quite a nice size. It's not going to take up lots of space inside the van. And once it's pitched, it gives you lots of nice usable space. I would say this is probably ideal for two people or two people and a pet, that kind of thing. So it's going to give you lots of nice space inside the Awning living space here. You've got a really nice open space in the porch. The porch space itself has two windows, one on either side. You've got the storm straps to the front to give you a little bit more stability, so you can pitch this quite well in the windier conditions. So the Journeymaster is an inflatable awning, which makes it great because it's dead easy to pitch and it's also just as quick to take down. Now the beams are individual, so you would inflate each one individually and you have to get to them from the inside. So with the porch, it's dead easy. You can just open the front porch bit here and quickly connect the nozzle. On this one, you'd have to open this door to get into either. And then on the rear one, there's a little zip pouch at the back that you can open to make it quicker to get to this beam. So pitching time wise, you're looking at about a quarter of an hour in total to pitch the entire awning and connect it to your camper van. So also to the side, we've got a mesh ventilation door here. This is also backed by a waterproof door. So this is really useful for getting some airflow into the awning. So say it's been a wet conditions holiday, you might want to just, once it stopped raining, open up this door, draw it back and put this mesh here. This stops the bugs coming in, but it also gets lots of air in. With this fabric, it's really waterproof. So when you're in wet conditions, if there's any moisture inside the awning, it's going to pool and rise up the beams. So having these mesh doors here just helps get some airflow in to alleviate the effects of condensation. A lot of people often mistake condensation for leaking. It's because polyester, it's not a breathable fabric. So the same way water struggles to get in, and moisture also struggles to get back out. So it's really important if you're sleeping in the awning or if you've had wet weather conditions, just to get the mesh doors open during the day if you can, just so you get some airflow into the awning itself. So if we take a close look at the interior of the Journeymaster, first of all, we've got the open front extension, which we've discussed, with a window on either side. We've also got a front door and two side doors. So the front door has a secondary mesh panel and the left door also has a secondary mesh panel. The right door would take you into the connecting panel, which is then going to take you into the habitation door of your camper van. If we look at the ground sheet, it's fully sewn in throughout, so it's got a full sewn in ground sheet everywhere, so it doesn't drop down on the right hand side. The ground sheet door does drop here at the front, but it's also got a zip on it, so once you close this fly sheet door here, the ground sheet zips to it to create a better seal. So the sewn in ground sheet is really good for stopping bugs from getting in and stopping the elements like the wind coming in and making it cold in here. The flip side of it is it will trap more condensation because it's harder for the moisture to get out. So that's why we've got a mesh door to the front and to the left hand side, or my left hand side should I say. Also, if we take a look, we've also got the Blackout bedrooms, which are pre-installed and do come with the awning. So when you pitch it, it will have a 2-person Blackout bedroom in here. As I mentioned, it's going to sleep up to 2 people. You've got pockets on the outside and pockets on the inside. And it's also got the Blackout technology, which blocks 99% of the daylight. So if you're a bit of a light sleeper, this might be a really ideal bedroom for you because it'll block out the daylight. So we take a look at the connecting panel now. This part is like the go-between your camper van and your awning. So obviously the camper van, is going to be stood where I am now, and it's going to be facing the same way as the camera. Now the connecting panel, the idea is to make it nice and easy to detach the awning from the van. So you've got 4 methods of attachment. The first one is the storm straps. So it comes with 2 storm straps on either side. The idea is you just throw these over the side of the van, clip them into the clips and peg them down the other side. So that's the lazy way of doing it. Not the most ideal in inclement weather, but it does the job. The second method is you've got the K-door strip. Now that will go into pretty much most rails on most wind out awnings. Now you can couple that with a drive away kit to make it quicker to drive away. If you put that straight into a rail, then if you came to take the van off site, you'd have to actually set down the awning to do it. So if you ever use the rail on the side of your van, you want to use a fixing kit with this just to make it nice and quick and simple. The fixing kit sits in the middle, and then when you're ready to detach the connecting panel from the van, just whip away the fixing kit and this connecting panel will fall away. The third method, you've got a Poland sleeve. So the Poland sleeve is ideal for people that have got a gutter on the side of the camper van. Gutters are an older style of attaching, so they're really old style campers that have got them. So most people wouldn't use this method, but if you do have a gutter and an older style of van, then you can get a pole and sleeve kit, and what you do is to put the pole through there and then you just clamp it into the gutter space. Last but not least, you've got Velcro straps. So if you've got roof bars on your camper van, then the Velcro straps will simply attach to the roof bars, and then it gives it a nice secure fit, and there is 3 of those, so you can do it that way as well. You might want to use that in tandem with the straps and throw them over. Another ideal thing about the connecting panel is you actually have a door on one side, so it's just on the side that the camera's facing. On other brands you might see a door on either side. Coleman haven't got there with theirs yet, so they've only got 1 door, so there's not a door to the far side, it's just on this side. But ideally with this connecting panel, it also gives you a little bit of storage space. It's quite a useful space really, but the whole purpose of it is to act as the go-between your camper van and your awning. So it's just going to give you some weatherproof space between the two, and hopefully it should be nice and quick to detach the connecting panel and roll it away when you want to drive the camper van off site. So thanks for watching today. Just a couple of key takeaways to remember about this awning and what kind of makes it quite a decent awning. Firstly, we've got the fabric. It's a 150 denier polyester fabric, so it's a nice middleman. It's not too lightweight, but it's not too heavyweight either, so you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a lightweight awning, but it's not, it's got quite a durable fabric to it. It's not going to degrade quickly like perhaps a 70 denier fabric would. And because it's a 150 denier, it means you can probably take it a little bit earlier in the year and a little bit later in the year, as opposed to a 70 denier, which ideally is more summertime use. Also, you've got a fully sewn in ground sheet. You've got Blackout bedrooms. You've got an inflatable design, so it's dead quick to pitch. You've got the connecting panel with 1 door on this side here, and it's more ideal for vans such as the Volkswagen Transporter, where the habitation door is on the passenger side. You've also got 4 methods of attachment on your connecting panel, so it's nice and versatile, and it should pretty much fit any camper van between the height parameter of 180 to 210 centimeters in height. Thanks for watching the video today. If you've got any further questions on the Coleman Journeymaster, please drop them in the comments box.